Neymar might be getting locked up for over 2 years in a filthy South American prison because of some filthy under-table deals he made back in 2013. But we'll get to that. Nowadays, money isn't an issue for Neymar. 40 million a year from PSG, 25 million from Puma, and so on. But did you know Neymar actually wanted to quit football to pursue another profession because he thought he could make even more? Where the fuck did he plan on earning more than 65 mil a year from? Well, it turns out Neymar was already making hundreds of thousands a month with his poker face at the casino. No more training, no more annoying coaches, no more weird brand deals, just a few good hands and a shit ton of money. He loves this game so much that he ended up naming his dog Poker. You know it's deep when you name your dog after your hobby. But thankfully for us, he ended up staying at PSG and hasn't given up on his football career yet, and still earns most of his millions on the field. But back in 2014, Neymar ended up actually losing a lot of money because of something he did on the field. I think we all remember the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, one of the best tournaments of all time. And Neymar was actually putting in a decent performance, but apparently he didn't get enough attention, so in a game against Cameroon, he decided to do something very controversial. After putting Brazil up by 2 goals in the first half and helping the team win by 4 goals to 1 at full time, he still thought this wasn't enough. And so the headlines all ended up talking about Neymar's underwear. Yes, you heard me right. His underwear. Neymar loves attention. He finds a way to steal it every time he gets the chance to, and he knew the media were going to be all over him after such a great performance. So he decided to give everyone a peek at his underwear while he was walking out. Some even say this was an ad for his boxers brand. The ladies were probably very excited at this gesture, but FIFA on the other hand definitely wasn't. They opened an investigation against Neymar for underwear violation. Can you guess how much this stunt ended up costing him? $125,000. And sure, to Neymar that's pocket change, but come on, such a fucking waste of money. Anyways, he definitely didn't lose any sleep over the incident, unlike a year earlier when he just arrived at FC Barcelona. You see, Neymar was completely falling apart emotionally when he moved to Barca. He would cry a lot, even in front of the other players. The constant scrutiny of the media and the public was getting to him and he just couldn't handle it. Just as he was starting to think about leaving the club, Neymar sought the help of another player who knows exactly what it's like to be under the media microscope. Mr. Lionel Messi. I was crying in the dressing room. I couldn't play my football, and in the moment I needed his support the most, the man of the team, the best in the world, came and he told me, "You have to be the same lad you were at Santos. I'm here to help you." Lionel Messi helped Neymar out of the dark place he was in and took his Barcelona career to the next level. But his soaring career almost went downhill again when he got addicted to guns. Well, let me be clear. Virtual guns. I have said it already, but I will say it again. Neymar loves attention, and with social media, he has access to it 24/7. This is all well and good as long as it doesn't affect his performances. And at some point in 2017, he started getting a lot more injuries than usual, and it was very concerning for the fans. Later on, people would find out that Neymar's addiction to attention had gotten the best of him because instead of focusing on football and killing it on the field, he spent his time killing others on Call of Duty and CSGO. With time, he got very good at the games, with some of his highlight videos racking up millions of views. But one day, he pushed it a little too far. On the 3rd of December 2018, at the Ballon d'Or ceremony in Paris, all the heavy hitters of the beautiful game were there, seated, waiting for the show to begin. Well, all of them except one. Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. He was nowhere to be found. So where the hell was he? Well, he was at home, playing Call of Duty. Clips of him playing COD during the awards went viral on social media, and many people had a good laugh. Neymar's love for attention has been a problem throughout his career, but his love for cars is so intense that it ended up almost ruining his family. Neymar grew up poor. His family struggled with a lot of basic necessities. So one day, when it was time to pay the electricity bill, they were given a 24-hour period to pay, or their entire electricity supply would get cut off. Problem was that Neymar's dad was working that same day, so the responsibility fell on young Neymar to go and pay the bill and save his family. This wasn't a problem for Neymar, but on his way to pay the bill, Neymar came across something that he just shouldn't have seen. A raffle where he could have the chance of winning his dream car. The wheels in his brain started spinning. He couldn't let this opportunity slip past him. So he gave in and used the money to enter the raffle. He didn't tell anyone about his decision and dreamt all night about cruising around in his brand new supercar. But Neymar's dream was short-lived, because when the sun came out, their lights went out. The electricity company had cut off their power. Neymar's dad was furious. Well, these days Neymar can drive as many supercars as he wants to, so I guess his dream finally came through. But on January 26, 2020, Neymar experienced a nightmare that he'll never, ever forget. PSG were playing against Lille, and Neymar came into the first half with a lot of smoke. He put PSG ahead by scoring a beautiful goal. At halftime, the team's spirit was high and ready to take on the next half. But when Neymar hopped on his phone, he was met with some news that moved him to tears. His close friend, Kobe Bryant, had just passed away. Neymar and Kobe's friendship was kind of an open secret at the time. They had been in pictures together, but nobody knew how deep their friendship was behind the scenes. They used to hang out and play sports together. So when he got the news that Kobe was gone, it hit him hard. With a heavy heart, he walked onto the field for the second half of the game. After scoring a penalty, he dedicated the goal to Kobe by showing the numbers 2 and 4 with his fingers, which was of course Kobe's jersey number, 24. Neymar even got a tattoo of his favourite Kobe quote on his thigh that said, "People don't understand how obsessed I am with winning." Kobe's helicopter crash took a toll on Neymar, maybe because he had come face to face with death himself when he was only 4 months old. Back in 1992, Neymar's family decided to go for a drive through the mountains to visit some relatives when the unexpected happened. A massive storm hit them in the middle of their journey. The storm got bigger and bigger, and at some point they couldn't see anything ahead. In no time, they crashed into another car. Neymar's dad was seriously injured, but like a father always does, he immediately started looking for his son. But baby Neymar was nowhere to be found. He kept looking until he found Neymar under the driver's seat. Thankfully, he was okay. His father then quickly called an ambulance, and thankfully everyone ended up surviving. Neymar has had enough experiences with death in his life, but did you know he almost got another footballer killed? PSG was playing against Lyon in a heated match that ended up going to extra time. Neymar was trying to get the win for his team, but Thiago Mendes was not going to let that happen. Neymar was running with the ball when Mendes came at him with a brutal slide tackle. Neymar went to the ground, and at first everyone thought Neymar was just putting on a show, as he does best. But after he was taken off on a stretcher, people knew this was serious. Fans on social media went wild with allegations towards Mendes, saying he hurt Neymar intentionally. Mendes got a yellow card for the tackle, but what him and his girlfriend got after the game was even worse. They got death threats from all over the place. For your boyfriend's actions, you'll pay with your life. You and your family, one by one, was one of them. Thiago and his family were on edge for some time until Neymar's injury results came back and they were negative. So, did Neymar just put on another Broadway performance on the field? Maybe. But Neymar's stunt during the 2014 World Cup lost one company over $1 billion. You see, Sony had just signed a deal with FIFA to become the official headphone brand of the World Cup, dishing out just $280 million. So FIFA banned players from wearing any other headphone brands and gave all players a free headset to promote the brand. But there was one slight problem. The headphones were absolutely shit. It was like listening to music from the speaker of a flip phone. Well, I actually don't know if it was that bad, but the players hated them. And while everyone was complaining about the crappy headphones, Neymar saw an opportunity to steal the headlines once again. So he called up Dr. Dre, and they ended up making a brilliant commercial and dropped it in the middle of the World Cup. The ad went viral and everyone found out how trash the Sony headphones apparently were, and this ended up creating a massive drop in Sony's market value. It plummeted by almost $1.7 billion, all because of the one and only Neymar Jr. Thankfully, Sony didn't sue him and he walked away as if nothing happened, unlike a few years ago when he almost got locked up. Neymar might be getting imprisoned for a minimum of 2 years because of some filthy under-table deals he made back in 2013, is the headline of any news outlets these last couple of months. You see, Neymar started his football career from humble beginnings, showing his skills in his local club and eventually getting signed by Santos. In no time, he became the biggest football sensation in Brazil. Santos gave him the platform to become a global star and ultimately changed the life of his family for generations. Neymar and Santos were a match made in heaven, and it looked like this was going to be a story for the history books. But secretly, Neymar had other ambitions that almost ended up costing him his freedom. And it all became clear when Barcelona came knocking at the door in 2013. Neymar shocked the world, especially Santos fans, when he signed for Barca. It felt like their darling boy had stabbed them in the back, but Neymar had dreams to play for the biggest club in the world and he took it. But aside from the emotions, Santos smelt foul play somewhere in the deal and decided to open an investigation. And what they found in their investigation made things much worse for Neymar. You see, Barcelona had paid an estimated $19 million to Santos for the youngster, but secretly they had actually paid over $65 million extra to his family to assure he wouldn't sign for another club. Santos was furious, and Neymar and his dad were in big trouble. And the worst part is, the case still isn't over. So yes, there is still a chance that the superstar footballer Neymar Jr. might be going to prison.